Hey everybody, welcome to day one. Today we're going to be talking about creating a haven. Now, what do I mean by haven? Haven is a place where you can go to hopefully be alone for a few minutes, but at least when you walk in, you feel peace, you feel calm. It's a place you can think, a place you can go to calm down, a place you can go to strategize and journal and be able to just feel relaxed, right? Now, ideally, your whole house is like this, but any of you that have children know that that ideal does not always come to pass. So I'm talking about picking one spot in your house and creating that haven. This can be where your bedroom, this can be an office, this can be a closet, this could be a bathroom. But I'm going to tell you the 3 steps within creating a haven that you're going to want to pay attention to so that you can create a space that is always going to be a peaceful place for you. Now, of course, we have places outside of our home that we can go to for this, but I'm talking about creating a place within your home where you can go to study, pray, meditate, think, just calm down if you need to relax, anything. But this is your place, your comfort place. Okay, so I have a great guide. Can you see that? That you can print out. Here's the paper version. And then, of course, there's also, you can just keep it as the electronic version if you want. Can you see that? But the 3 steps that you want to go through is first, you want to cleanse, then you want to nurture, and then you want to guard. Now, when you're cleansing, what you're going to do first is choose the space. For me, it's my bedroom and my bathroom. I love this place. When I walk in, I immediately feel more relaxed, more at peace, because I've created that haven within that space. Now, when you have chosen that space, you're going to want to declutter it and remove any negativity. Now, what I mean by decluttering is different for everybody. Some people are super minimalistic and they don't want anything except for maybe for minimal furniture and like in a room, just the bed. Or some people like to have decorations and things going on. Whatever to you makes you feel peaceful right away when you walk in, the amount of stuff in there that's going to make you feel peaceful. And when I say remove negativity, we don't want pictures of people that we go, oh, do I have to have them there? Or we don't want bills piled up. Who wants to look at bills? Who wants to look at a pile of papers? Who wants to look at a pile of garbage? Who wants to look at a pile of unfolded clothes? Negativity. Anything that's going to lead your mind to a negative thought, you want that out of there. And you want to declutter it to your comfort level. The next thing you're going to want to do is deep clean that area. That's why ideally we want to go for a whole home being this way, but sometimes it's just going to have to be a super small space depending on what stage of life we're in, right? And you deep clean it so that you can, from then on, keep it clean and not have to keep deep cleaning it over and over. And that means, the regular dusting and wiping things down and making sure it looks pristine. And then you're going to want to create a flow to it. So that means when you walk in, you go from this space that makes sense to you. For me, when I walk into my room, I have my dresser where it has my pictures and my mirror, and it has things that bring me joy that I look at, and then I have my bed, and then I have a huge open space because this is where I breathe, this is where I stretch, this is where I think. I like to have a bunch of open space for that. But that may be different for you. You want to create a flow where you feel that you can breathe, that maybe you want a chair, maybe you want a pillow, however feels comfortable to you. Then once you have cleansed that space, cleaned it up, created a flow that works for you, that makes you happy and calm, then you're going to want to nurture that area. And in terms of nurturing, you're going to want to add decor and add things that you see that you love. Maybe it's a plant, maybe it's a picture, maybe it's a mirror so you can look at yourself. I don't know, whatever it is to you. Maybe it's just something super cute that you just love every time you see it, just brings you joy. But you're going to want to add some just little decor. If you're super minimalistic, that might be nothing, a plain white wall. However, whatever makes you happy right when you walk in. Things that you can see that are going to bring you joy and calm and peace. Then you're going to want to add just at least one vision reminder. Now, we're going to talk about vision later on, so you could even use that vision worksheet there. But something that's going to remind you every day when you look at it, this is what I'm going for. Maybe it's a super happy picture of your family. Maybe it's a dream board. Maybe it's a place you want to go someday. Something that's going to remind you, this is what I'm working towards. Because you wake up and you see it and you're like, yes, I have a purpose. I have a mission. I'm going towards something. And then after you've created some visions of things that you want to see, you're going to want to add some sounds and smells. Now, this seems really strange, but making your senses totally happy in this space is so essential. That may mean that you don't want any smells. Some people are super sensitive to smell, and so they want to cleanse the area of smell, so that means you air it out a lot. Or maybe you have some candles, maybe you have some incense, some essential oils. I know for us, we have a diffuser with some essential oils that we love. And then for sounds, maybe you love it silent. Maybe you love Tibetan drums. Maybe you love waterfalls. Whatever sound is really going to just relax you. Usually I love perfect silence. Sometimes I will open up the windows so I can hear the birds and the breeze. And then when I'm really stressed out, I will use Tibetan drums. And that just helps me relax. But you've got to find what works for you and make sure those are accessible in your space at all times. So when you go in there, you can either get rid of sound or turn on a sound that you enjoy. Same with smell. Either get away from smells or create a smell that you just love. So you have sight, smell, and sound that you just brings you peace. And the last part, after you cleanse, after you nurture the space, you're going to want to guard that space so it stays your haven. That means you're going to want to add to your routine whatever it takes to keep it clean, to keep it neat. Of course, it's not going to have to be perfect, but at least so when you walk in, you still feel that peaceful feeling. And you still feel like you can go there as a refuge and as a place to think and a place to be. When you are creating your routine, you're also going to want to create some boundaries. That means who can be in that space and when they can be in that space. It's harder when you have kids, right? I know for us to keep our room a haven, we do have some boundaries. The kids can come in if there's an emergency, if they have a nightmare, if they have an ouchie, something like that. But otherwise, they are required to ask your permission to enter our room, and that keeps our room a safe haven for us. And also, you might want to just create times of the day that people can use that space or cannot use that space. Whatever works for your family. And then last, you're going to want to reflect and refresh this often because sometimes things change. You change. People change. And you might find, I want to change up the color, or I want to change up the decor, I want to add, or I want to take away. That's when you really reflect and think, okay, what do I need to do to refresh this, to keep it a haven for me? I hope this has helped you so much to be able to find that place in your home. Hopefully your whole house will one day get that way, but at least one place in your home that you can cleanse it, you can create a nurturing space, and you can guard it so it remains a space where you can create peace, calm, just being, thinking, and being able to reach your mind to that calm space again. So, guys, I hope that's helping you. Be sure to download the guide that goes with this so you can be reminded of it and work through it as you're creating your own haven. We'll see you soon.